Number 2, let's try to figure it out. Okay, in number 2, there's a difference. I have the square root of this term right here. So to solve this, I don't have any formula. What I will do is to turn this into a power. So I can use formula number 6. How can I do this? Well, first I need to think that the square root is for all this, the 3 and the negative 2x. So let's say that I have parentheses, and this is to power number 1, okay? Now, because this is square root, it means this has a 2 right here. We never write this one or this 2, but I know there exists, they're right there. So I'm going to turn this to a power. To do that, I'm going to take 3 minus 2x, parentheses, and I will have 1 remains with the equation, and these 2 as a denominator. Okay, so I will have this term to 1/2 power. Okay, now I can use my formula number 6. Formula number 6 again will be this here, 1/2. U, remember, remains the same, 3 minus 2x. And then n minus 1. Now, 1/2 minus 1, I know if I use my rect line, I am on, well, let's say this is 1, this is 0, this is negative 1. Okay? So I'm right here because this is 1/2 positive. I'm going to move 1, negative 1. Remember that this is the negative side, this is the positive side. So I'm going to 1 right here. So I know without doing anything, just by intuition, that this will be negative 1/2. Okay? Negative 1/2. Now, this is one trick or one way to do it. But I'm going to show you another way. Of course, we saw this in class, but probably you don't remember. So I'm going to make sure that you know how to do it. So I will have 1/2 minus 1. To do that, I'm going to take this denominator and repeat it in both sides, and the top and the bottom. Okay? Because 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just subtracting 1. I'm going to take the ones on the top and do my operations. Will be 1 minus 2, and I will repeat my denominator. 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1/2. So as you can see, it's exactly the same as the solution that we did on the rect line. You need to remember this. If I have 1/4 minus 1, so I'm going to take 4 and 4, and so on. Okay? Hope you understand this. Now, well, this is just the first part. Now I need to find out the derivative of u. U is all of this. Derivative of a number is 0. Derivative of negative 2x is, remember that I have 1 right here, 1 times 2, well, 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, and 1 minus 1 is 0, and any number or letter to 0 power is equal to 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, so I'm going to leave this as it is. So now I'm going to multiply numbers. I will imagine that I have a 1 here, right? So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And remember, I have this negative. I need to put it on the bottom, that's the denominator, and it's positive. So I will have 3 minus 2x all to 1. Now, negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So I have negative 1, 2, sorry, my mistake. It's okay. I already make my division, so I no longer need to write down these 2. Only this term I will turn into a power, into a square, okay? So it will be a square root of this. These 2 remains here, which is 1, we never wrote that. And this 2 goes outside the square. Okay, and that's it. That's my solution to number 2. Keep watching the videos.